Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some big news because essentially the 7,500 federal tax credit has been extended. Let me walk you through how this is actually working. Tesla is pretty much subsidizing this, and it's not the full 7,500, and there's a lot of different things you need to be aware about. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics, but before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, much more, but more on that later. And so we've got a massive update. The 7,500 federal tax credit has been extended. Sort of. There's a massive loophole here, and essentially Tesla is looking to subsidize this tax credit for you because yes, the federal one is actually gone. If you didn't place your order by the end of September 30th, it's pretty much gone at this point for the normal route. But I'm going to walk you through how you can actually still get thousands of dollars for the tax credit, or essentially the tax credit. Tesla is basically just taking it in under their own to look for them to be able to do this. If you weren't able to order by September 30th and you're looking to get a Model Y, send me a DM on Instagram. Maybe I can help you up and point you in the right direction, especially for the Model Y long range or the Model Y performance. But here is how it actually works. In case you missed it, Tesla actually launched their lease payments. They increased a lot of their payments for the Model 3 and the Model Y, but they actually added a $6,500 lease incentive. This one is actually a lot more beneficial because the lease incentive has no income limits. The old tax credit, you had to make under certain income limits, whether it's 150K single or 300K married. And essentially this replaces the 7,500 tax credit, but it still is 6,500. You can actually take a look at the small print, the fine print actually right here. It says monthly lease payments already includes the 6,500 Tesla lease credit, which is subject to change or end at any time. Order does not guarantee eligibility. And so very interesting to see for them to kind of take this in-house and how this actually works for anybody, because anybody can essentially get this. And I probably wouldn't go down this route if you're someone that has an order before September 30th, or maybe you do, because I don't know if you can stack well, you definitely can't because the leasing has ended at this point. But if this is really for people that has ordered after September 30th and you're looking to buy a Tesla right now, it's a massive loophole. What you'll actually do is you'll elect to lease, and then you'll look to buy out that lease immediately. So a couple things you do have to have set up. You have to have your outside financing set up, whether it's through a credit union, which a lot of the different credit unions are at the same 3% rate anyways. And there are also fees on top of this as well, like $395 disposition fee, $695 acquisition fee, and a $350 buyout fee. And so at the end of it, the net benefit is around $5,000. And so you're still not getting the full 7,500, but you're still $5,000 ahead of then versus zero, whether you're doing cash or finance. And so if you're out there and you're looking to buy a Tesla, I would probably look to this route and see if it's viable, because not every single state you can actually do this. You can see there's a list of states right here, like California, Colorado, DC, Maryland, whichever. These are only the states that you can actually do it. There's probably like, I don't know, 20, 30 states down here. But if you don't live in this type of state, then certainly you won't be able to get the 7,500 or 6,500 Tesla lease credit. And if you're curious, have people actually done this before? And yes, there is a forum thread on Tesla Motors Club, and I've personally spoke to plenty of people that have done Cybertruck lease buyouts, because lease buyouts is a good loophole to get some extra incentives for vehicles that don't qualify for the tax credit as well. You can see here there's a forum thread proven you can do a early lease buyout, and there's plenty of experiences here. And essentially you have to have outside financing set up, and you have to be able to register the vehicle later on with your DMV and everything. And if you're curious, does this stack with other incentives that Tesla has? Yes, it does. So America's Hero, Lyft incentive $1,000, loyalty incentive $500 to $1,000 as well. And of course, if you're looking to be placing an order, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get up to $1,000 off of your Tesla vehicle. And of course, using our referral code does support the channel as well. And so let us know. Of course, this is for people that have ordered after September 30th. If you ordered before, then you're pretty much good and locked in with the 7,500. If you missed out on that, send me a DM on Instagram so I can point you in the right direction. I know a lot of you out there want the biggest discounts off of your Tesla. Well, don't forget about your current vehicle as well and where you're selling it. And that's why we partnered with GiveMeTheVin.com. They want to get you maximum value for your vehicle, and they're buy your vehicle from the comfort of your home. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. In fact, one viewer got $3,000 more than Tesla, so you might as well check it out down below in the description. And here is, Tesla's not the only one doing, special things like this. We can see that Ford and GM have also launched programs to extend the use of the 7,500 EV lease credit. This one's interesting because if you take a look at the fine details, it really seems like the financing arm of Ford and GM have purchased a lot of the dealer inventory from the dealers and then are leasing it back to customers that want the 7,500. So pretty crafty, I would imagine. I did not imagine they were going to be doing things like this, and that's probably how Tesla's doing it as well, except Tesla is keeping $1,000 of the 7,500 because it costs money to do these types of things as well. The biggest thing is you can see that which is subject to change at any time, or change or end at any time. Order does not guarantee eligibility. And I bet that's because it's inventory dependent. Once the inventory disappears, then they can't necessarily offer the 66,500. And then that pretty much is it at the end of the day. And so let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. And in other news, if you're someone out there that hasn't picked up your Tesla yet and you want full self-driving for half off, send me a direct message on Instagram as well so I can point you in the right direction on top of that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know if this is a strategy that you're looking to deploy on your next Tesla, or are you going to be just waiting it out for other incentives as we get into the end of quarter 4 and beyond. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks for that, everyone. And we do have a giveaway on the channel that's running right now. So if you want to win one of 3 Tesla action robot figurines that I'm shipping out to 3 winners out there, here is the actual giveaway. It's free to enter. And the first code was in the first, 2 days of the live stream. Today's code is actually Gigafactory. One word, Gigafactory. It's one you can enter in the secret code to get 10 entries. And so you can plus a lot more. And for the giveaways for the 3 robots that are out there. But let's see who jumped in today. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Art, great to see you. Alex, thanks for coming in. TK, Jeep Life, Gene, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. And yes, did you hear Tesla might be coming out with a new vehicle very soon tonight? Alex, yeah, it seems to be pretty interesting. It seems like a lot of people were invited to Gigafactory today for unknown reasons, but take a look at this. This is probably our best video yet, and I don't know if Kim Java was even allowed to post something like this, but if you take a look very closely, we've got a silhouette of a vehicle right here, and actually they even zoomed up or got pretty close to it, I'm gonna say, like walking. But from my perspective, this is either, of course, an affordable Model Y, or, I mean, the Model Y Performance. Actually, if I had to bet, it's probably the Model Y Performance, and they had some sort of like press release day to release it today to the general public. Because, I mean, if you take a look in this screenshot, we got Kim Java right here. I would imagine we've got Out of Spec Studios, Out of Spec Motors, Kyle, and we got Jeebs as well right here. And so it would make a lot of sense if it was the Model Y Performance from a performance aspect. But really, who knows at this point? In other news, Unplugged Performance, speaking of wheels, they just released their 18-inch UPRW wheels, the Road Warrior wheels, the wheels that have like curb rash protection. They're more efficient and look phenomenal as well. Their Model Y just they put it on the Model Y in an 18-inch because a lot of people, I guess, were asking for the 18-inch for more efficiency, more road comfort. I mean, when you have an 18-inch rim or wheel, it actually makes it the most comfort. And on top of that, Unplugged Performance has a wheel trade-in program where you can get $1,000 for just selling your stock wheels, not the tires, the stock wheels to them. You can be anywhere across the country. So if you want to check that out, link it down below in the description. If I had to choose this set, I would probably pick the RWs for the Model Y. And maybe that's the first wheel we get for a Model Y Performance in the near future. In this next topic, Tesla has crushed Q3 delivery numbers. Here's the next date to look out for. That was also released at this same time. Tesla has delivered almost 500,000 units in Q3. And I bet they probably could have done more if production wasn't actually limited, because I feel like a lot of people were pushed into October. Like I personally know like 3 or 4 people that were all pushed into October because I feel like leasing took more of a priority. So if you were a customer that was leasing, they were trying to get you into a vehicle much more quicker. But the exact number is 497,099, and this killed or crushed the analyst expectations. Wall Street was only expecting 443,000 units. Total production 447,000 units. Very interesting to see. And Joe actually posted this quote, makes you wonder, why did Tesla draw down inventory so much? Like, were they actually looking to not produce as much from the last quarter to this quarter? I don't know. Very interesting to see. And so let us know what your thoughts on it. And of course, we've got other models here at only 15 or 16,000 units with the vehicles and everything. But here's the date you need to look out for with this, because whenever they release this press release, they show the different numbers and they give the date on the next earnings call. The next earnings call is going to be October 22nd of 2025. And so I personally feel like there's not going to be any sort of model releases until like the week before that, or really it could be any time before today and then. And so, I mean, we could get an affordable vehicle early, like maybe even today, or maybe it's going to be a little bit longer than today and it could be a 1 week before that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into
Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.
Thanks for that, everyone. In this next topic, the affordable Tesla with a price of $39,990 makes absolutely no sense. But maybe it does, actually. Maybe this is the starting price for a big reason. After thinking it some more yesterday and today, like we did see that the Tesla Newswire posted this, how the affordable Model Y got leaked onto the website. And they also put the starting price of $39,990. And initially you think like, oh, that makes no sense at all, especially being the long range all-wheel drive at like only $10,000 or only $10,000 more. But if you start to think about it, Tesla always releases the most expensive trim first, and they always loop in different features. So this affordable Tesla could have the $8,000 package already looped in as a force ad for people to look to buy. It also can have the biggest battery, and maybe even these wheels might be the more fancier version than like the core, maybe even steel wheels. So if you take out all that, like a smaller battery and maybe take out the wheels, we could potentially see a low 30s or even a price of $29,990 for an affordable Tesla vehicle. So my question to you all is, would you buy a Tesla for $29,990? 990. What's also interesting is this, like when you take a look at the vehicle, it essentially looks like like a Model 3 would be if it was made to a Model Y. And so now it's wondering, like, are they going to make a Model 3 standard as well, like an even cheaper one? We could easily see that in the near future, as well as another line and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. One thing's for sure, if you're about to buy a Tesla, don't forget that your Tesla is not going to be coming with all weather floor mats. And our favorite set that has great fitment, lifetime value, warranty, and a massive discount if you use promo code Dennis35 is 3W all weather floor mats. When you use promo code Dennis35, you get 35% off down below in the description. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. TK, thanks for the subscribes. Jeep, are all the new Tesla models getting power share capabilities soon? Who knows? Maybe. Mr. Pro, down payment and all the fees total around 10K. Yeah, taxes and fees are yeah. Jeep, I mean, is all the current lemon getting power share? I think in the future it will at some point. Just in time, how do I order extra 2026 Model Y performance wheels and any wheel tire recommendations? And so I would probably not go with an extra set of the performance wheels because that's not going to be a square setup. You want a square setup for winter tires. And so I would probably go aftermarket. And really what I would probably do, I would probably go with a set of the Unplugged Performance RW wheels down below in the description. Get a square setup, add some winter tires on it, and you're probably good to go for the winter time. And I wouldn't mess with it after that. That's probably what I would do. Or maybe even some like stock wheels. But stock wheels don't look as good. You probably want to get like some RWs with at once, which is a fantastic deal. In this next topic, you can now lease a Tesla solar system. Tesla has announced lease payments for the solar system. I guess this makes sense because the tax credit's also coming to a close very soon. So if you don't want to fork up like all the different massive payments or whichever, you can actually lease it. And what's cool is you can actually go to the website and put in your address and see what a lease payment could look like. It's very interesting to see this, and maybe I'm not sure who this could actually be for, but maybe this is for someone that doesn't want to plunk down or find financing for like the 20, 30, 40, 50K that it might take to actually do that. And they also added buyout option after 5 years. So this can actually make a lot of sense if you're moving into a house and you're probably not going to stay for a long time. You just want the benefits of solar and a power wall, but you don't want to commit to it after a long time. Or, it could be cool because like maybe, roofs have a certain lifespan as well. Maybe you throw on the solar system, let it run, and then once it's done at its time frame, you have Tesla come back and take it back and you get your new roof after that. So maybe there's some benefits here, but still, just FYI for people out there if you're looking to get solar at a low lease payment instead. Viper, I got a Cadillac Lyric Sport right before the deadline, $430 for $430 down. Definitely has a premium feel. Nice. $430 a month is a steal for anything. Also went to Carvana and they offered me $5,500 while Give Me the VIN was $3,500. Ooh, yeah, it's always dependent. They want to give you maximum value, but used vehicles are always so dependent, case by case, location by location. And so, sometimes you'll be able to get higher, but it's unfortunate to see that. Did you give Carvana quote to Give Me the VIN to see if they could beat it? I've always tried to use that because what's cool with Give Me the VIN is that they actually pair you up with someone that you can work with. Whereas Carvana, it's kind of just a system that churns out a number and that's it. Whereas Give Me the VIN, they have a consultant that works with you where you can be like, hey, I got this quote from X. Can you beat it? And then they'll try and see if they can or not. And this next topic, this wireless system costs $8,000. This actually makes no sense, at least right now. Of course, when technology rolls out, it's always the most expensive. But Porsche rolled out their wireless system, and you can see for the Porsche vehicle, how it actually works. It's just like how you would imagine it would. The vehicle rolls over the charging pad, and then you can let it go into charge. It's an 11 kilowatt system here, and we've got their crazy screen that they've got, and it costs $8,000. And so of course this is initial new technology. Maybe later on when this is $1,000, I think it might be interesting, but at $8,000 you really have to have like some sort of ROI, or you just really don't want to touch your plugs or whichever for it to actually be getting into it. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But if you're just joining in, welcome. The $7,500 federal tax credit, or AEV tax credit, has been extended. Tesla Unlike other manufacturers which are trying to take it in-house with like Ford and GM, you can see they're extending the 7,500. Tesla is offering 6,500 as the lease incentive. Why this matters is because there's no income limits to this, and so you can essentially lease a Tesla vehicle, get this 6,500, and then buy it out afterwards and get an extra $6,000 off. I feel like this is a big one. I mean, really, this is a 5,000 after the different fees. This is pretty big for anybody that is about to buy a Tesla that didn't order before September 30th. If you ordered before September 30th, then you can get the tax credit no matter what. If you didn't, you can't get the 7,500, and this is your biggest loophole to actually do that. And so let us know what your thoughts on that. Let us know what you're thinking. Fred, just wondering if you're going to get the Model Y Performance. Yes, we ordered it day one. Viper, do you think they'll redesign the Model S? Been wanting one, but I feel like as soon as they announce a new one, I mean, they pretty much just redesigned it not too long ago. And so pretty much we are done with that at this point. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, everything. See you guys in the next one. See ya.